Hey guys, Drifter here. Today I've got a COD news video for you about Vanguard and Warzone Season 3 Reloaded, which as of recording this video, it should be live in Vanguard in a couple of hours or the afternoon of the 24th. And then all of the Warzone changes that we're going to talk about will be going live sometime on the afternoon of the 25th. I'm working ahead here, so the gameplay you're going to see in the background is pre-update gameplay, but I do want to go over all the new stuff that's being added to the game, starting with Vanguard, which I realize only a small number of you guys actually play, but if you're interested, they're adding a new submachine gun, the H4 Blixen SMG. Not a lot of information about this one. The pictures of it make it look kind of like the well gun, and if history is any indicator of the future, this is probably going to be a very strong SMG at launch. I feel like every time they launch a new weapon, it's very strong, and it's very strong for Warzone, so that's kind of what I would expect from it. There's going to be a new operator called Kim Tae-young, who is apparently a Korean folk hero and freedom fighter of sorts. I don't know that much about Korean culture, so I'm not going to expert on it. Operators are only as good as their skins, so let's play. She's got some good skins, and they're adding one new multiplayer map called Sphere. Unfortunately, not based off the 1999 Samuel Jackson movie Sphere, though it does look similar to it. Kind of looks like a Nazi research base or something. I'm expecting a close quarters, just chaotic little map, but I think most of you guys are probably going to be playing Warzone instead of playing Vanguard, so let's take a moment to talk about that. The most exciting thing coming to Warzone for me that I think could definitely be abused is a brand new perk. Now the perk is called Serpentine or Serpentine. I'm not exactly sure how you pronounce this word, but it's indicating snake-like or difficult to shoot. And as it is described, what it will do is sprinting reduces incoming damage from bullets, explosives, and fire by 20%, and apparently this is designed to counter the one-shot sniper rifles. So if you're shooting people really far away and you hit them in the head, as long as they're sprinting and moving and not just sitting there, then you won't be able to get a one-shot kill on them. I kind of get the feeling that this is going to be used to prevent lighting people up as they sprint from cover to cover, and that your covered gunfights, you'll take more damage than when you're just sprinting out in the open. I don't know how this is going to work with something like Gung Ho, if that ever comes, or some of the guns you can like hip fire with, or if it's walking, if it's running, full sprinting, tactical sprinting, exactly how it's going to work. But I imagine it's going to make people a lot tankier, and I find that to be interesting. Could be very good that you don't get blown up instantly for every mistake. Could be very bad if it's difficult to kill people that are making mistakes. So this is sort of one of those things we'll just have to wait and see how it pans out. On top of that, they're adding several new items, which are basically like super perks you can pick up. You can get an instant redeploy token. It's kind of like a life insurance policy, so that if you die, you don't have to go to the gulag, you don't have to wait for your teammates to buy you back. You just more or less instantly respawn and or redeploy into the sky. Similarly, you can get a less valuable but still useful gulag entry token. So if you die and go to the gulag, and then you come back out and you manage to find another gulag token, you die, you go back to the gulag again, which gives you more opportunities to redeploy and keep fighting and helping your team without making them spend money. But you got to earn these tokens scavenging or find them around the map. The next one is kind of a weird one. This is one that I don't know how this is going to work, but apparently there is a speed boost item that you can pick up that will temporarily grant you incredible speed, which is definitely what we need with everybody stem boosting around and breaking the engine and just testing the limits of 12 hertz servers here. I don't know if speed boost, imagine trying to shoot somebody on Serpentine and speed boost, so they're moving fast and taking less damage. And then finally we have Radar Jammer, kind of coming in from the Call of Duty regular Modern Warfare multiplayer. It'll scramble the attack map of any player in its little radius, and it'll prevent them from using kill streaks. So I don't know how that's going to work, but I do feel that this is an acceptable thing to put in the game. It feels like it has some tactical value to it. But overall, the new items that they're putting in seem very, very strong. They're adding some more high-value loot zones, kind of like what you saw in Operation Monarch, to where there's like high risk, high reward, get the good stuff, or maybe die trying. Small changes to Rebirth Island, including an occupation scan in-game event, so that The entire map pings and reveals everybody's location to everybody, but you do get a warning about it so you can position yourself in case of absolute chaos. And then most interestingly, and almost certainly going to be the most buggy, is they added an underground transit system to Caldera that I can't wait to see. I imagine it's going to be a lot like the trains that we were taking around Verdansk for a while, and you can just sort of fast travel from place to place. I bet people are going to make some crazy gas plays in this with the stems and the mast to go from spot to spot. I hope it's maybe a little more robust and you really fully ride the whole train instead of teleporting. I hope they use some stuff from Zombies Transit or Zombies Anything, make it a little spooky, make it a little cool. If it's just a fast travel system with nothing else fun, I don't think I'm going to be using it that much. And they've added a bunch of little bug fixes and small things that aren't important. So Vanguard's getting a new SMG and a new map. Warzone's getting huge changes, and only time will tell if they are good or bad. All right, guys, that's all for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned something useful. If you did, don't forget to like, favorite, and subscribe. Drifter out.